The Island with No Name. I had sailed for so long I'd forgotten what it was like to hear nothing but stillness. The map said there was nothing out here, just open sea, blue upon blue where the horizon swallows the sky. But one morning, as the mist curled low across the water, I saw it, a sliver of green rising quietly from the waves. An island. No name, no markings, just there, as if it had been waiting. I dipped my oars into the water, pulling gently, not wanting to disturb whatever dreams had kept this island hidden. The boat glided forward, silent except for the soft ripples that fanned out behind me. When my feet touched the shore, the sand felt warm, untouched, as though it hadn't known footprints in a very long time. Palm trees leaned in close, their leaves rustling softly as if whispering to each other about this strange visitor who had finally arrived. I didn't know why I was there, but I stepped forward. The island didn't feel wild. It felt thoughtful. There was a path, not carved by man, but worn, like something older than memory had walked it for centuries. Flowers bloomed in colors that I couldn't name. Blues, softer than sky, oranges, warmer than firelight. I followed the path, not hurried, not searching, just walking. In the middle of the island, a tree stood taller than any I had ever known, its trunk wide enough to cradle a house, its branches stretching up like they were holding the sky in place, and at its base, there was a door, small, wooden, and barely noticeable. I knocked, not expecting an answer. But the door opened. Inside, it wasn't a house. It was a library. Books lined the walls from floor to ceiling. They weren't dusty, they weren't forgotten. They felt alive, breathing softly on their shelves. I picked one. There was no title, just a soft leather cover. And when I opened it, the pages were blank. At first. Then slowly, words appeared. It was a story. My story. The ship I had sailed, the places I had seen, even the quiet thoughts that I'd never spoken aloud. Another book showed me a different tale, one I hadn't lived yet. A journey through snow-capped mountains I'd never seen. Another spoke of deserts, of stars that danced in skies that I'd never stood beneath. This library, it wasn't a place of history. It was a place of possibility. I spent the afternoon there, reading stories of lives that felt both familiar and strange. I don't really know how many hours passed, but when the sun began to settle, I knew it was time to go. As I stepped back on my boat, I half expected the island to vanish, but it stayed, quietly, as if it knew it would always be there, for anyone who dared to dream a little further than their map. The journey home was silent, but inside, my mind was louder than ever, not with noise, but with wonder. Some adventures, I've come to realize, aren't about finding new lands. They're about remembering how many stories we carry within us, just waiting to be read